Hello everyone, welcome back to Subnautica. I am William Strife, and this is Subnautica. It's been a couple of weeks since we played this game. I basically finished the series and I was like, that's pretty much everything to do, and we haven't seen anything else. Well, big update was released in late January. It's now, early February, if you're not watching this as it's, brand new. And for those of you who have not seen me play this game before, because I know that some of you are gonna jump in because it's like, oh hey, there's that new stuff and I'm looking for a little bit of a pointer. So the deal with the way that I play this game is that I don't actually, this isn't a let's play per se, this is me literally trying to just show you how to play the game, how to get your hands on some of the more interesting bits and pieces in the game. One of the big problems with Subnautica is that it's a big game, it's an open world, you're required to explore, but at the same time you're kind of expected to notice very small things on the landscape. You basically have to have eagle eyes or spend hours on end searching for the small little thing, which is going to be the case in today's episode. You know, it's like, well, how was I supposed to see that? Like, that is so hard to see, and I'm being, you know, like, chased by monsters at the same time. So, Subnautica can be unforgiving, and some of its game design is, it's not kind to people who don't have, you know, boundless time to sit there running around in circles trying to find the same thing over and over. Also because it relies on random number generation. I'm basically complaining about the game at this point. But let's get straight to what we need to do today. So the update that was published or pushed towards Subnautica is known as Castles and Coffee. There is coffee in this game, which I think is amazing. I love coffee. But the castle thing is in regards to a new alien base that was added to the game, or more specifically fleshed out. There are a lot of alien bases in the game already, but they have not been fleshed out. A new one was fleshed out, and it ties into, you know, how you get off this planet, etc. You learn some more things. You can unlock some tech inside of it. So, to get into the base, the first thing we need is to have more than one purple artifact. Now, it's possible to craft these on site. The devs have been smart enough to... Why the heck do I have 2 survival knives in my inventory? Go ahead and just get rid of one of those. So, it's possible to craft a purple artifact on site. If you don't know, you find these purple artifacts at the precursor weapon, which was covered in earlier episodes. There's a link below for, you know, the playlist, etc. And if you want to see what I did previously. And the purple artifact is something you can scan it and you can create more of them. The purple artifact is the only type of artifact you can make on your own. The thing is, you need more than one of them to get into the new base that we're going to enter into. I have one purple artifact left over, or I crafted it last time. I don't remember what I did, but I'm just going to cover this very quickly. These ion crystals, which are found inside of precursor caches in the world, I can't remember if I showed the location of a precursor cache or not. The precursor caches, as well as some of the precursor bases, they have these ion crystals in them. They're green. You take one of these and 2 diamonds, and after scanning a purple artifact, you can come in here. It's in personal equipment, and you can fabricate purple artifact. Okay, so there we go. I have 2 of them. You know how to make them now. Which is the most important thing that you need to know for this episode. And that's pretty much the extent of what I have to do here. Other than one more thing, I believe I need an advanced wiring kit. An advanced wiring kit being composed of a 2 bits of gold and a computer chip, and a computer chip being composed of, I think, 2 table coral samples and silver. Okay, so I'm inside the moon pool, and now what I need to do is fabricate the grappling arm. So, let's see. From the fabricator, prawn suit modules, prawn suit grappling arm. Now that takes 2 advanced wiring kits of titanium, which means 2 computer chips, 4 gold, which is not a problem. Every single time I go looking for diamonds, it seems to be a problem. Oh, speaking of which, I might as well just point this out, because I still have it equipped, I believe. That right over there, that little, they've updated the echo things, but I have a signal equipped, which is the energy pulse origin. You get this automatically whenever you go into the aurora and start looking around, etc. The energy pulse origin is the location of the precursor weapon, the big gun. It's where the sunbeam touches down. If you smash the rocks on the island, specifically below water, right around the island, you will find the diamonds you need to fabricate the purple artifacts, okay? So that's just a little bit of information for you there. Anyways, let's go in, prawn suit, grappling arm. Now you have to have this grappling arm. You have to have the grappling arm. You have to have a pressure compensator, keeping in mind that the Seamoth, the common modules, here we go, pressure compensator from the common modules, you need a Mark III of this. You need to fabricate one of these, and then you have to fabricate, and then you have to upgrade it twice in the upgrade station, or the modification station that I've built in my main base. So what I'm getting up to today is like a very, very high level thing that has to be done. Alright, so we'll hop up over here to the prawn suit. We'll pop open this little compartment here, and we'll install the grappling suit, the grappling arm. Now, I need to point out that the grappling arm means that I can no longer pick things up out of the world space, okay? A grav sphere. I forgot that I brought one with me. Okay, so now that that's done, what I need to do...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
...is take this baby and load it up into the Cyclops submarine, because what I'm going to get up to now is take the Cyclops submarine out to what is known as the Inactive Lava Zone, okay? Now, the Inactive Lava Zone is crazy dangerous. It is more thoroughly hazardous than anything else I have ever done in this game. Okay, I completely missed my aim there. We'll move just a little bit this way, and we'll jump again. Am I gonna get it this time? Yes, I did.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Alright, now before heading out, I'm just going to do a review of what I've already done in previous episodes, and it's specifically the upgrade panel for the Cyclops submarine. One, the Cyclops power efficiency module. This is going to be important for me to actually not blast through all of my energy before reaching my destination. Basically, to both get there and get back without running out of energy. And I might as well point out that the Cyclops... It is possible for this thing to sink and for you to lose it, okay? Like, you can actually take on water in this thing and you can lose the Cyclops submarine, so keep that in mind. And then the other thing, the Cyclops hull reinforcement module. So, this is something that I believe you have to put, if I'm remembering correctly, what you have to do is put a fabricator inside of the Cyclops right here, and then you get this option, submarine, because the fabricator is in the Cyclops, and create the pressure compensator, which isn't too expensive, but then you have to upgrade it with 10 plasteel ingots in the upgrade station that I built inside of my main base, okay? So that's important. And I'm going to just cover this very quickly as well, because, again, this is a very dangerous thing that I'm headed out to do. You have to be, you can't be make do whenever you go down to do this, okay? Especially given the route that I'm taking. It's important to come down here with, you know, ample supplies, okay? So I've got water, I've got sustenance, etc. I've got, you know, empty lockers full of stuff ready to go. I've got lots of spare power cells that are all charged up. I have beacons that I can place down in the inactive lava zone. And here's the important thing. Some of you may be saying, why aren't you taking the Seamoth, the little personal submersible down there, the little red one? It's because it cannot go as far deep as I need to go for this mission, okay? So, in the last episode, I believe it was the last episode, I can't quite remember, but in the last episode or the episode before that, I don't remember which one, I went out and I saw the precursor weapon, you know, do its thing, and I explored the inside of it, but what I discovered was that there was information in regards to a new location that's about 1,000 meters southeast. So, I am, whenever you're sitting at 0, 0, essentially, of world coordinates, and just so you're aware, if you hit F1, you get this window, okay? And camera world position, specifically, camera world position, is your location in the world. It's the location of, you know, like the game camera that serves as your perspective. So the first number and the last number are your basically north-south, east-west coordinates in the game. And the middle number is your height in the world, also known as your depth. So you see, it's like negative 8.9, and my depth is 8. So that's how the game works. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm heading south towards the floating islands, which I don't remember the coordinates for. but you head south from the shallows and you will find it, okay? And it's pretty much directly back from the engines of the Aurora as well, so it's not that hard to find. Alright, so here we are at the floating island. As you can see, I'm on the more southwestern edge of the island, and if I pitch the ship to the left here, you'll be able to see it if I surface just a little bit. Come on, pitch. And that's the back end of the Aurora, okay? So, you know which side of the floating island you need to be at. Now, the goal here is to literally come to this edge of the island, right up here. And I'm gonna go ahead and, well, actually, I'll turn this on just in case you guys really need it. I'm at roughly negative 580, negative 1100 on the first and the last numbers for camera world position, if you need to know. And again, that's F1 to bring up that debug feed. So, from this edge of the island, you want to just come out right to this spot, and then we're going to activate the cameras, and we're going to go to the camera on the belly of the ship, and we're going to hold down C and start to just descend, okay? We want to go straight down into the depths. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to take us into the Grand Reef, and this is, this should have been what I did in the last episode a couple of weeks ago, going into the Grand Reef. But when I went there last time, I went basically with the Seamoth, the small personal submersible, as it were. And that worked out perfectly fine, but the problem is that, you know, the deep Grand Reef, which is where I'm headed, I'm in the Grand Reef right now. That's the, you know, these big blue glowing orbs. They are the telltale sign of the deep, of being in the Grand Reef. But, and I think I used that hole right there. If you just, you know, use C to submerge and go straight down, that, I believe, was the hole that I used. But that hole is too small for this enormous submarine. So there is another, there are a series of locations where I can, you know, get the ship, get the Cyclops down into the Grand Reef. And the trick is just more or less finding one of these holes. And what I need to do, just like what happened in the last episode, was I'm going to dive and find my way down to that abandoned base, which we saw last time. So I don't know how this is going to work out, because I am a little bit fish out of water right now. Usually I go down where there's a big arch. I think that this is the right location. I can't say for certain. So we're gonna very precariously, and you want to do your best not to ram your ship into the rock. Jeez. I'm thinking that this episode is going to be a double feature, because there's just no way that I'm going to get myself down to the inactive lava zone without... Oof. Okay. Pitch forward a little bit there. I think we're actually going to get down without too much trouble here. Hopefully the... Okay, no, I've gotten myself stuck. Okay, so... There we go. Okay. Okay, so, like I said, it's difficult to get your submarine down here, and there might be a better location to actually get this done. This episode is going to be a lot more, you know, let's play style than a lot of the other episodes. So, what I'm basically gonna get done this time around is I'm gonna show you how to get the Cyclops down there. And the reason why I'm doing it this way is because the prawn suit, which is pretty much the only thing that's gonna get me into the base that I am looking to get into, the prawn suit has a habit of, you know, clipping and falling flat out through the world, and this has happened to me more than once. So it's just better for me to load it up into the Cyclops submarine. That and the fact that it's a very long way to go to get down into the inactive lava zone. Okay, so I'm gonna approach this hole from the opposite direction here, and I should be able to descend into it like so. Okay, yep. This is seeming familiar, because I've done this more than once. Okay, here we... Oh, nope, I spoke too soon. Okay. We want to carefully, oh so carefully, get ourselves down here. Alright, I think we've cleared the hole, and we are now down into the deep Grand Reef. Okay? Now, you have to worry about hitting the orbs, these big glowy things. But you don't have to worry about, like, the vines that are below them. You clip straight through the vines without a problem. So let's bring up the debug feed again, and let's find the the Grand Reef sea base, the abandoned sea base that's down here, because that is the marker to find our way into the inactive lava zone, okay? So to get there, we need to go to... I'm sorry, I got the, sounds like we've got those crabs. So these enormous crab squids down here, they're particularly dangerous whenever you're in a small thing, but they're really no threat to you when you're in the Cyclops. At least that's been my experience thus far. I got my numbers wrong, by the way. I was looking at the wrong thing. The coordinates are -640, -940 for the base. So I am headed in the right direction. Still, I got the numbers a little bit off. All right, so here we are. I found the abandoned sea base. We thoroughly explored this place in the last episode, episode 10, and this is where I'm gonna leave off for you guys, okay? Because this is gonna be a long episode. And finding the inactive lava zone is a very, very difficult thing to do. It's easy to get lost. You're going very far, very deep, and you know you can do it in just the prawn suit if you really wish to, but it behooves just basically anyone who tries to do this to take the Cyclops down there. I mean, it's incredibly invaluable, even though it's difficult to pilot with all of these cameras and how cumbersome it is and how immobile it is for the most part. So I'm gonna leave you here. We're probably gonna do a double feature this weekend where, you know, I do that. We get up to here, and then you're gonna get another episode, maybe in the same day, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But this is where we want to leave off, where we're at the deep sea, the deep reef. The deep Grand Reef sea base that was abandoned ages ago. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you watch the next episode. But until then, thank you very much. I'm William Strife, and I'll see you later. Bye!